What's up, everyone? We're going to talk about this Travis Scott, Astroworld, all of these lawsuits that are just coming. It seems every single day there are new lawsuits that are being filed against him, and not just him, but Live Nation and a number of other entities. Even Drake is being sued in some of these situations because of the loss of life and the injured and the just complete devastation that a lot of people experienced at this Astroworld event. So it's been recently reported that Travis Scott wants to be dismissed from the lawsuits as another law firm seeks $10 billion in damages. Now listen, this is a huge windfall for some attorneys, especially good old Ben check and cash chasing Crump, because he and his slow talking press conferences that he has had, it's pretty sure that like this is a huge payday for him and a number of other attorneys that he is going to be relaying some of these cases to, because I don't know if Ben Crump is licensed in the state of Texas where this devastation happened, but someone like himself, he associates with other attorneys who are in other states. So any litigation, lawsuits, or whatever that is referred to attorneys that he is referring to, he's going to get a cut of the deal. Okay. So it says Travis Scott is drowning in Astroworld lawsuits, but he won't be getting a raft anytime soon. Houston rapper Travis Scott is in even deeper trouble a month after the Astroworld tragedy. A law firm in Houston, where the festival took place, is reportedly seeking $10 million for its 1,547 clients. Brent Kuhn, lead attorney and founder of Brent Kuhn and Associates, has allegedly made it clear that he wants Travis Scott to take full responsibility for his role in the fiasco. In a press release, he reportedly said, "We will roll over every rock in this matter. Everyone associated with these types of events has the power to halt conduct that is resulting in injury to attendees. It has been terribly disappointing that some defendants have already gone public misstating and downplaying their responsibilities that attach to these events such as this." So it was reported on December 7th that Travis filed a request to be removed from all 11 lawsuits that he's facing. According to his lawyer, Daniel Petrocelli, who actually represented Donald Trump on some matters, he will continue to file for dismissal. Travis allegedly denies any wrongdoing associated with the concert. Brent Kuhn is reportedly representing the most victims out of all of the lawsuits filed against Travis thus far. A seasoned attorney, Brent has spent the last 35 years working on cases similar to the Astroworld tragedy. In addition to being an attorney, he operated a promotion company for 20 years. Brent allegedly wants consequences and change. He'd like to see the government get involved with large events in the future by consulting with crowd control specialists, requiring training programs, and ensuring criminal liability in tragic scenarios. Crowd surge stampede expert. That is crazy that they actually have someone that has a title of crowd surge stampede expert. Okay, so this is something that happens. Dr. G. Keith Still was allegedly brought on board to assist Brent and the rest of his team. Dr. Still will also share his knowledge with public officials to prevent another incident like Astroworld. The attorneys representing the Astroworld victims have reportedly requested to consolidate all lawsuits to be tried in front of one judge. A hearing for this request is set for December 13th. The Astroworld tragedy killed 10 people thus far, including a 9-year-old boy, and injured hundreds more. Travis Scott and Live Nation Entertainment are facing billions of dollars worth of lawsuits. Okay, I feel that at this point, Travis Scott just needs to go ahead and file for bankruptcy protection, because I don't really see them dismissing him from this lawsuit. They may not find that he is solely responsible, of course, but it was his event. It wasn't like he was just a performer at the event, because there were several other people that were there that were, performers at this event. So I think the chances of him being completely dismissed from this is slim to none. And at this point, even with him being connected to the Kardashians, which right now he is expecting a child with Kylie, who he already has another child with, I don't know how much more they're going to be hanging on to being associated with him, because, they don't want anyone to be hanging on to them that's going to tarnish their name and their brand. Even though, to me, people blindly follow these people, and that's why they continue to make the money, but they started a tarnished brand. But I'm not going into those details. I do believe that this is a situation that is extremely unfortunate. And Travis, I don't believe he should hold 100% of the responsibility. There are some things out there that people are saying that may be true, where it involves some sort of rituals and stuff like that, where as to why he continued to perform even when people were being crushed to death. God, it's like crazy. But I don't think he really cares about these people. He was there to make a bag. He was there to make a lot of money. He did make a lot of money. A lot of people have, suffered in this situation. A young boy, the youngest, I believe, was 9 years old, which in my opinion, he shouldn't have even been there. But that's, unfortunately, it's what's done is done. I believe that Travis does hold some responsibility, and he will have to bear a large brunt of it. But I think at this point, he just needs to go ahead and file for bankruptcy protection, because this is pretty much going to bankrupt him either way. So I'm surprised that at this point he hasn't went ahead and done that, but he probably just wants to see where he can get with this dismissal request first. And if he doesn't get it dismissed, then he'll go and file for bankruptcy protection. At that point, even though, they can sue him for billions of dollars, they can't get it if he has filed for bankruptcy protection and he doesn't really have that much. I don't see these people getting the amounts of money that they think that they will be getting either. That's the other thing, because when you have class action lawsuits and something that's such a high level, and you have a class action of people that are filing litigation, it dwindles down the amount of money that each person winds up getting. And yes, there may be some people in that class who were injured more or lost more than others that are in the class, so they may get more than the others. But when you have a number of different people in a class, and a lot of states cap lawsuits, even though, a jury could say, well, we're going to award them $500 billion, just, using that as an example. That could be well and good, but there are caps for lawsuits and litigation, and a judge can turn around and say, well, yeah, that is what you say, but we have to, cap it at this amount. And then that person can still go and file for bankruptcy protection. And then when that happens, then you're left to get what you're able to get based on whether they file for Chapter 13 or Chapter 7. So I just think at this point, he just needs to consult a bankruptcy attorney versus spending all of the money that he's spending on this high-powered attorney, hoping that he'll get dismissed from this lawsuit, because I don't really see that happening anytime soon. Stranger things have happened, so it's possible, but I just don't know if that is actually going to happen. But I would really love to know what you guys think about this in the comment section. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And until the next time, I'm just being beautifully honest.